Marina.
Hi, Alan.
Hi, Marina. Okay. We have got a lot to do today, but we had a lot we did yesterday in our last session. So I want to just review. Once again, remember, this is all about when you checked out at 5 years old, the pain overrode the joy, but emotionally you stopped growing. My job is to get you back in touch with that child and have her go through her emotional and her illusionary fears.
Yep.
So once again, I want to review what the child told you.
Yep.
And this is what happened. The first question was, what do I need to do to embrace you in my life? And she said, tell your truth about what you really feel. You remember that?
I do.
Okay. The second question is, what is my deepest fear? What'd she say?
She says, when I asked her what was her deepest fear, not being accepted.
That's it. Not being accepted and being me is not enough.
Yep.
Correct?
Yep.
Then you asked a question to her, is that fear an illusion? What'd she say?
Yes.
Yes, it's an illusion. Next question. Can I trust this process? What'd she say?
Yes.
Why?
Because it's leading you to me.
That's right. She told you, it's leading you to me, meaning you.
Yep.
Okay. Is there joy beneath my pain? A very important question. What did she say?
Loads of it.
Loads of it. Okay. What's my next step was her next question. What did she say?
She says, stay in the moment
and
and be
real in the moment.
Yep.
Stay in the moment, trust the moment, and be real.
Yep.
Your question, and I'll help you on this. Your question was, what more do I need to do to embrace you in my life? And she said, trust yourself and be more responsible for what you feel.
Yep.
Be true to yourself regardless of the risk.
Yep.
Is that true?
Yep.
Remember, she's a warrior. She really is.
She is indeed.
Okay. Next question. What's the most important advice you can give me now? She said, stay in the moment and trust that everything is okay.
Yeah.
Now, why is the moment so important? Because then when you're in the moment, you're in the field. One of my favorite sayings. When you're in the moment, you're in the field. There's no past. You're not in the past. You're not in the future. You're in the moment.
Yep.
That's where the field exists. And the
when
last
you're in,
question
she knows when you're going to the past and you go into the future, it's all leads to fear.
That's it. It always leads to fear.
Yep.
The whole thing is staying in the moment.
Yep.
I'm not the only person who said that. Next question. Is there anything else you want to tell me? And she said to you, I've waited a long time to be embraced by you. Right?
And she says, I'm excited and I love you. Just give me a voice.
Yep. I'm excited and I love you. Just give me a voice. That was the most important thing, wasn't it?
Very important. Okay.
So you met the child. Now you had homework to do. What's been happening since then, Marina?
Well, it's like I got a reminder. Just briefly, I found myself like I did in the past as a hostage, the way it used to feel as a hostage in a family situation.
Yes.
Because a simple thing, not voicing what I felt, simple by what I felt and what was real to me, it was like a picture happening to show me. I honestly, with Stephen here and a friend, I absolutely felt in total fear. I felt a hostage. I felt I couldn't nearly eat my dinner. I couldn't look at anybody in the eyes.
Right.
I was in total fear. I felt sick. I couldn't figure anything out. No matter where I went, in the end I had to go to bed, and I've seen all that fear was coming from, and always has, not saying simply what I wanted.
That's right.
Not what I wanted everybody else to do, what I wanted for me, because I could see how I'd become. It was nearly like I was thrown back in. Seriously, I'm not kidding you.
That's very typical.
It was nearly like I was thrown back in for one day. I felt like a little really frightened child.
Like the shell came back on. Your
Okay.
ego shell came back on.
It had disappeared, basically, not disappeared, it'd always been there, but this, like, it completely surrounded me.
Yep. And what did you do?
I got to live it. I could, no
That's
matter
right.
where I went, I couldn't look anybody in the face eating. I thought, I can't, it was, I thought I'd step back in time and went back to being 5 again when I was in fear.
Right.
I didn't know how to voice it, I didn't know how. I went to bed, I cried, I couldn't even express what it was. This morning I got up and I seen what it was. I seen clearly, that has been the story of my life.
Yes.
Trying to become somebody else to please others, to say what I thought they wanted me to say. And that's how I've lost myself. That's it, as simple as that.
Absolutely true.
Yeah.
So what did you do?
I went, woohoo! And when I seen it, and today was a fantastic day. I was true and real to myself. Even my grandson Noah, who I adore, come over. I've seen how very subtly I've allowed him, it's nearly like giving him too much because I want to protect him and, I want him to feel okay, which is not
Right.
good for him. So if it feels good for me, I go yes. And it's not bullying, putting him down. I explain to him. So he's getting the security and the love in a proper way now. Before he was getting an overdose, like people who give their kids too much. I'm not even talking about material stuff. I'm talking about too much of his own way. He was ruling the roost when he came over here. He says what he watches when he watches it. And because I thought he was cute and I loved him, I thought that was the way to do it. I'm really seeing now that it's not even tough love. It's real love. It's
Yes.
yeah,
Because when you really speak your truth,
yeah,
you're coming from authenticity. It's an act of love. I get paid to tell people the truth. That's how simple it is. You basically, when you're loving yourself, when you tell people the truth, that's it. Because you're going from the need for outer validation to inner validation.
exactly. I
Now,
seen
what
that.
else? Okay, now what have you been doing today then to reinforce that?
I have been saying it was fun. It wasn't even like work. When you say it's
No,
work,
what-
it's too hard. It was like just what feels right. Oh, I feel like going for a walk now. And do you know what, Helen? It's like when I tell my truth, everything it's near like the universe is at my beck and call. It suits everybody because they get to choose to come or not, and it always works out. Where in the olden time, I was trying to see which was the best for everybody else, and it's just like being, a movie or a film. It's like the words come after the action, or the action comes. It's out of zinc. Just everything just flowed.
That's exactly how it should be. So what you did is this. You met the child and immediately the walls came in
Yep,
to protect you.
yep.
And you surrendered to it, totally surrendered to it,
But
cried.
I
How
fought
deeply
it
did
for
you
a while
cry
because
last?
I got scared of it. It was the fear.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, it was big fear. I'm telling you, nothing was happening, and yet the fear was there.
Because that's exactly when you closed off. Total fear. So you cried and totally surrendered to it, correct?
Yep.
And what happened this morning? How'd you feel?
On cloud 9, I jumped out of the bed and thought, what a wonderful day. And what made it even better, the sun was shining and the birds were singing and everything seemed brighter. It really literally felt like this.
Yeah, I can
this-
see.
This then, it was like it was like an expansion. Everything is open, everything is welcome, everything is okay, everything is more than okay.
Okay. Well done, my dear. So this is good. This is good stuff. This is very typical because what happened is you went back, found that child who was in a cocoon of fear.
Yeah.
There's no doubt. When you checked out, you were in a cocoon of fear, just like this. And remember how we finished that exercise and your eyes were glued shut? That's exactly how you were born. You were breech birth. Your eyes were freaked out in terror. And then when the whole thing had happened with your mother and father, that was just reinforcing that. So you surrendered to the pain, woke up, lived to tell the tale, woke up, and was seeing through different eyes. Are you seeing through different eyes now?
Absolutely. And
What do you see?
I wouldn't have been able to. I wouldn't have been able to see this if they hadn't had that drastic fear hostage. It
Yes.
felt like a hostage. I was hostage to everybody. I really, really, I can't emphasize enough. I really couldn't. I can't even explain it. If that hadn't
No,
happened,
you don't need to explain it.
if-
But what happened is that you embraced the fear. That's the key thing. You embraced the fear. You saw, like me as a fighter pilot, when I was surrendering, letting myself be crushed, and I let myself be crushed, and everything became clear. Oh my God, I forgot to raise the gear. Okay, the same thing. You embrace, Stephen can relate to this, I'm sure. You embraced the fear and totally surrendered to it, felt the pain underneath it, and woke up in joy. Is that a good summation of it?
yes, but I didn't do anything to bring it on because for years, in a way, I've been trying to look and see where I've this. It happened. I didn't fucking do anything.
That's right. That's exactly how it should happen, because you touch the child, and almost now she's in control. She is in control right now. She said,
And
okay, let's
she
deal.
says, do you know what she says to me, Alan? She said,
What?
it was like she said, okay, you've hidden me long enough and pushed me down. I'm in control. And first of all, you've got to feel all that fear. It was like all that fear and what it really felt like. And then she didn't tell me the rest. But then it's like, then I'd no other option because I was in it. And then I got the woohoo.
Absolutely true. So you are right now proving my point. You're in the process right now of healing yourself. This is not about my work anymore. This is about you healing yourself and seeing through different eyes. My job was to get you through my book and me, is to get you to that place of where you'd surrender to you. You'd see the fear and love yourself even in that alone place when nothing worked. You did by allowing yourself to feel the pain. That's when Mary's and Diana's tape came in handy for you. You saw them both do the same thing. So all of this stuff has played its role in you getting the courage to embrace the fear and go underneath it and surrender to the joy underneath. Is this true?
Yep.
Good. So now here you are. You've reached the kingdom. Now I've got to give you the keys to the kingdom. That's today's session. So how you can stay in the kingdom. And I want you to write this down, Marina.
Bear with me, Alan. I forgot my book. I was that excited. Now.
Ready?
Yep.
Here it is. The keys to the kingdom are gratitude and forgiveness. The keys to the kingdom are gratitude and forgiveness.
I nearly
Okay.
forget how to spell it, but I know what it means, yeah.
What's that again?
I nearly forget how to spell, but I know the words.
So today we're going to do a special exercise. You must do your homework on this. You must do I can't tell you, Marina, how important the homework is now, because all you're doing with the homework is reinforcing that little girl, giving her a voice. Remember how you felt when she said, "Give me a voice"? That's the person I'm talking to. Give me a voice. And so all I'm doing is empowering you to find that voice inside you. Okay? So this is where the homework comes in. So anything else you want to share with me before we do this exercise?
She says she doesn't really like homework unless you make it fun.
But this will be fun.
Okay.
This will definitely be fun.
Okay.
Guarantee it. Okay. There's nothing hard about this. So now we're going to do a visualization. So I want you to get in a seated position. relaxed. I'm not hearing any echo, so this is good. Can you hear my voice well?
Loud and clear.
Good. So I want you to close your eyes.
Okay.
And concentrate. I'm not going to use my rain stick because we didn't get it right yesterday. Keiko's been kidding me about that all day. Okay, so I'm just going to count you down from 10 to 1. Each number, as we get closer to 1, you're going to reach a place of deep, deep surrender, open to any suggestion, trusting, knowing and trusting it will lead you only to a greater awareness and experience of yourself. Concentrating on your breathing, breathing in deeply, holding it for a few seconds, and breathing out. 10. I want you to be aware of your feet flat on the floor, which is connected to the earth. Our deepest and most powerful loving connection, the planet itself. 9. I want you to be aware of your legs, totally relaxed, completely relaxed, very comfortable, your legs. 8. I want you to be aware of your fanny or butt, sinking into the chair, totally relaxed, completely relaxed as you deep breathe, concentrating only on the sound of my voice and the sound of your own breathing. 6. I want you to be aware of your stomach and chest, feeling the air coming down through your throat, into your lungs, holding it for a few seconds, and breathing out. 5. I want you to be aware of your arms, resting by your side, completely relaxed. Once again, all you're aware of is the sound of my voice, the sound of your own deep breathing, and the sound of any other sounds in the house you're in. You are now in a place of total surrender, open to any suggestion that I give you. Knowing and trusting it will lead you only to a greater awareness and experience of yourself. Totally surrendering. 4. I want you to be aware of your shoulders. No tension at all, completely relaxed. 3. I want you to be aware of your neck, particularly your throat, completely relaxed, totally surrendering, feeling the air coming down through your throat to your lungs, holding it for a few seconds and breathing out. 2. I want you to be aware of your head, completely relaxed. And 1, I want you to be aware of your mind. No clutter, no nothing. You're only here in this moment. Aware only of the sound of your breathing and the sound of my voice. You are now in a place of deep, deep surrender, open to any suggestion that I give you, knowing and trusting it will lead you only to a greater awareness and experience of yourself. You will hear the magic chimes too. Can you hear those? Good. You're in a building, a very large building, and you're by yourself, but you're safe. It's all red for some strange reason. And you're on the floor of that building. Seems like it's one of the top floors. And you're walking down a hallway by yourself, looking for a door or something. And you get about halfway down, and there's a door on your right. Has your name on it, Marina. It's all white. So you open up that door and you walk into a room about twice the size of your room you're in right now. In the middle of the room is a movie screen that takes up literally half the room. And in front of it is a director's chair with your name on it, Marina. So you sit down in the director's chair. And as soon as you do, on the movie screen is going to come pictures of your adult years, from 21 until now. I want you to note the people and animals who touched your heart during that time. And when you see them come on the screen, I want you to thank each one and tell them why they were a gift in your life. The people and animals who touched your heart from age 21 until now. Thank each person and tell them why they were a gift in your life. And when the screen goes blank, raise your right hand, because we have other places to go in this journey of your heart. So you're thanking the people and animals who touched your heart from 18 to now, from 21 until now. And when the screen goes blank, raise your right hand, because we have other places to go. But take your time. You don't have to say their names. Mentally note them. But make sure you thank them. Each one of them. Okay, you've thanked. Stay with it. You thanked the people and animals who touched your life from age 21 until now. How many were there, Marina?
Loads.
What's that?
Loads.
Loads, you saying? At least what? 20 or 30? 40? More? I'll put 50 plus.
That'll do.
How many of these people have you actually thanked in your life? Of these people, percentage-wise, how many have you thanked?
Most of them in my own way.
What's that?
Most of them in my own way.
But how many of you verbally thanked and told them they were a gift?
I've thanked a lot of them, Alan, in my own way, but I know I get the opportunity now, because I'm grateful for them, and anybody that I need to will show up, and I'll be able to say it.
Okay, this is not to basically, there's no failing in this. All I need is the truth. How many of these people have you actually thanked and told them they were a gift in your life and why they were a gift? There's no way you can fail this. I just need the truth.
I've told a lot of them in my own way.
But how, percentage-wise, how many?
Well, percentage-wise, when I seen the screen up, it's like everybody, whoever talked to me, who says anything to me, was all gifts in their own way. So there's a lot of people that I have never seen since.
How many, percentage-wise, how many of you think? Maybe 50%?
Yep.
50%. That seems right. Who's the most important people you haven't thanked yet in your life? From 21 until now. The most important people you haven't thanked them and told them why they were a gift. Name them.
Well, I could say my friend Anne, because she's been there for 18 years.
Anne, okay. Anne, is that Annie or Anne?
Anne.
Okay. Who else?
Greg.
Greg?
Yep.
Who else?
I told Stephen.
Steve.
No, I
Steve.
already told him.
That's important.
Okay,
Steve.
I'll tell him again.
And let me just reinforce that. Unless you verbalize it, it's just, you're not taking any risk.
I verbalised
Until you
it.
verbalize it.
I verbalised it, but he's a gift every day of my life, and I shouldn't forget that.
Who else haven't you thanked?
I suppose I could thank my two sisters, because they've always been there, even though the tow's a little bit of a crazy bean.
Who is that?
My two sisters,
And their names are?
Carol and Jenny.
And Jenny. Anyone else?
That's all I can think of at the moment.
Okay. You'll think of it. So part of your homework is to thank these people. Because all of them have been a gift in your life. All you have to do is say thank you, like Stephen. Thank you, Stephen, for just being a gift. And here's why you've been a gift in my life. Blah, 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 blah. Whatever it is. Every time you verbalize that, you're taking a risk and you're telling your truth.
It's not a risk with Stephen, but I mean, I have a lot of blah, blah, blah to thank him for.
And you're talking from your heart. Just concentrating, speaking from your heart. Okay. So now you go back, you get up from your chair, you go to the door and you shut the door on your adult years. Finding yourself once again in the hallway, you go down to the very end. There's a door at the end. You open up that door, and there's a long flight of stairs. It goes down about 8 or 10 stories. You get down the bottom, open up another door, find yourself in another hallway, and start down that hallway. And very quickly, you get about 3/4 of the way down, and there's a door on your left, and all white, and has your name on it, Marina. So you open up the door, and you walk into a room about 1.5 times the size of your room you're in right now. And you see a movie screen. So you open up that you sit down in the chair, because there's a director's chair in front of the movie screen. And on the movie screen is going to come a picture of your adolescent years, from 10 to 20. I want you to quickly note the people and animals who touched your heart from age 10 to 20 years old. And when you see them on the screen, thank each one and tell them why they were a gift. And when the screen goes blank, raise your right hand. Those are not very happy years, as I remember. But there were people who were there for you. Screen has gone blank. And you thank the people and animals who touched your heart from age 10 to 18. Were there many of them?
It was mostly like friends at school and things like that.
And what percentage of these people have you thanked in your life? And told them they were a gift?
Probably none of them.
Zero?
Well, I mean, these are old school friends that I'm thanking them now in my heart, which is the same.
How about Kevin? How about Kevin?
Huh?
How about Kevin?
Oh, he was thanking the last bunch, and he's, yeah, thanking this one as well.
Okay, have you thanked Kevin? Told him why he was the gift?
I haven't.
He was a big gift.
Huh?
Kevin was a big gift in your life.
He was.
Have you thanked him?
I have thanked him, but I suppose I could do a bit more.
I agree.
You would.
How about Annie?
Alan.
How about Annie?
What?
How about Annie?
Anne.
Yeah.
No, Anne, I didn't meet Anne until I was over 20, 20 something.
No, when you were a young child, Annie, remember?
Anna.
Annie. Anna.
Yeah.
Have you thanked her?
Yep.
You could thank her again. Okay, anyone else you haven't thanked between 10 and 18?
Not that I can think of, but I forgot one very important person when I was 21 onwards.
Who was that?
That was my master, Babaji Gurinder Dillon.
Master.
He was a big change and point in my life.
Okay. How old were you when that happened?
I met him when I was in 98, 99.
So how old were you?
I was 32. I would have heard about his truths.
But how old were you when you met him?
When I met him, I was 32.
32.
Yep.
Okay. So he belongs to the other group.
But I couldn't forget him. I have to say him.
This is good. You need to thank him. And is there anyone else between 11 and 20 that stands out that you haven't thanked?
No.
Okay. So now the screen goes blank. You get up from your chair, you go to the door, and you shut the door on your adolescent years, finding yourself once again in the hallway. You go down to the very end. There's a door at the end. When you open up that door, there's a long flight of stairs, goes down at least 10 stories. You get down to the bottom, open up another door, find yourself in another hallway. And you start down that hallway, and you get about 3/4 of the way down, and there's a door on the right, all white with a tassel on it. So you open up that, and it has your name on it, Marina. So you open up that door, and you walk into another room, about the size of the room you're in right now. In the middle of the room is a movie screen, and in front of it a director's chair with your name on it, Marina. So you sit down on the director's chair in front of the movie screen, which literally takes up half the room. And as soon as you do, on the movie screen is going to come pictures of your childhood years from birth to age 10. I want you to note the people and animals who touched your heart during that time. And when you see them come on the screen, thank them. For each one has been a gift in your life. And raise your hand once that happens, because we still have other places to go on this inner journey of your heart. The screen has gone blank, and you thank people who loved you and touched your heart as a young child.
Yep.
Were there many of them? How many of them were there?
It was smaller. It was a smaller crowd probably because I was young.
And what was the percentage of people from that time that you've actually thanked?
Small, because most of them moved on.
5%?
Probably.
That's when you checked out. Now, who from that time period have you not thanked? Who was a gift in your life? One of them has to be Anna.
Yeah.
Who else?
My sisters again. My sister, especially Carol.
Carol, your older sister,
Yeah.
and Jenny,
No, Jenny was too small to be grateful
but
for.
Carol especially.
Yeah.
Anyone else? Any pets or anything?
They're dead.
Oh, what?
They're dead.
Were any of them close to you when you were a young child? Pets.
Well, I don't know. I can't really remember. I remember a picture of me sitting beside a dog, an Alsatian dog called George.
Dog George?
He was an English dog called George.
I'm going to put down George.
But he wasn't really in my life. Well, he was, but he wasn't. I don't know.
We'll put him down anyway. Anyone else?
My Nana,
Your Nana, what's her name?
Peggy.
Nana Peggy. Yes, sirree. Is she still alive?
No.
But she was a big influence, wasn't she?
Yep.
Yep, and you haven't thanked her. And anyone else? Is that it?
That seems to be it.
Okay. Now, on the movie screen, is going to come a picture of your first childhood home.
Yep.
You can really see that home clearly. Raise your right hand.
Inside or out?
Just the house itself. Outside is fine. Okay. Now, I want you to see yourself as in that house. And when you can see yourself as in that house, raise your right hand. Good. Now I want you to find your mom and dad. When you found them, raise your right hand. Your mother and father. Good. Now I want you to find your Aunt Nana, Peggy. You found her. Okay, good. Now I want you to find your brother and sister.
Two sisters.
Carol and Jenny. What?
Two sisters, Jenny and Carol.
Jenny and Carol.
Yep.
Now I want you to find you. Wherever you are, find yourself. You're about 5 years old, or 4 or 5. Where are you?
Yeah, I'm there.
Where are you?
I'm in the sitting room.
By yourself?
No,
Who are you with?
my sister Carol.
Okay. I want you to go up to her and speak to her. That's you. Okay? And I want you to tell her. You come back to get her. She no longer has to be afraid. She no longer has to be controlled by fear. She no longer has to be afraid of her father, mother, nobody. And that you've now manifested people in your life who love you and who accept you. And it's time for you to go and take her by the hand and say it's time to go and ask her if she'll go with you. This is you asking her to go with you. And if she says yes, raise your right hand. It's her turn. And you come back to get her. If she's ready to go with you, raise your right hand. Good. Now, I want you to say goodbye to your sister Carol. I want you to thank her for being an incredible gift in your life and loving you the best that she could. Because in some ways she was like your surrogate mother. And tell her the biggest gift you can give her is you, owning the truth of who you are, no longer being afraid. Forgive her for not being there for her, because she probably wasn't perfect either at sometimes, but thank her for being able to accept your love and loving you the best that she could. And when you're finished saying goodbye to Carol, raise your right hand. It's time to say goodbye. But you must say goodbye. From a place of love and gratitude. Good. Now I want you to say goodbye to your sister Jenny. Thank you for being a gift in your life. Forgive her for taking up all the attention and replacing you in some ways, and tell her that she couldn't have done anything any different. Ask her to forgive you also, but from a place of deep love and gratitude. Thank her for being a gift. Tell her the biggest gift you can give her now is you being you, totally owning your truth, no longer playing games, no longer shutting her or anyone out. From a place of deep love and gratitude, I want you to say goodbye to Jenny. I want you to say goodbye to her. Raise your right hand. From a place of love and gratitude. Good. Now I want you to say goodbye to your Aunt Peggy. I want you to thank her Nana Peggy, your grandmother. Thank her for being a gift in your life. Thank her for just being herself and being a safe haven for you when there was nobody there. What?
I'm bringing me chocolate and money every week.
That's right, and bringing you money and chocolate every week, or whatever it was, for just treating you special. Tell her that she will always live in your heart. In a place of deep love and gratitude, I want you to say goodbye to your Nana Peggy. And when you finish saying goodbye to her, raise your right hand. In a place of love and gratitude, because she lives in your heart. That little young child's heart, she definitely does. Okay, now I want you, Anna is there too, by the way. I want you to have Anna there because Anna was your young childhood friend. You see Anna? I want you to thank her for being your playmate, for allowing you to at least be yourself with somebody who totally joined you in that same place of love and joy. Thank her for being connected to that little girl inside of you, her only companion. Thank her for being an incredible gift in your life. From a place of deep love and gratitude, I want you to say goodbye to Anna, telling her that she will always live in your heart. And when you finish saying goodbye to Anna, raise your right hand. Good. Now I want you to say goodbye to your mother. I want you to thank her for giving you the gift of life. I want you to forgive her for not protecting you. She was afraid. I want you to she was human and afraid. I want you to thank her for giving you the gift of life and loving you the best that she could. From a place of deep gratitude and forgiveness, I want you to say goodbye to your mother. And once you've said goodbye to her, raise your right hand. But you must say goodbye. Good. Now I want you to say goodbye to your dad. I want you to thank him for giving you the gift of life. I want you to forgive him for being totally outrageous and reenacting his own childhood scenario or whatever it is. I want you to forgive him for not seeing you and recognize the fact that he was trapped himself. He could not see that beautiful little girl inside of you. I want you to forgive him for doing things which he hated himself for and eventually did hate himself for. And I want you to thank him for at least giving you the gift of life and at least loving you the best that he could under the circumstances. And for a place of deep love, gratitude, and forgiveness, telling him you no longer need to manifest him in your life and you no longer need to be haunted by this. I want you to say goodbye to your dad from a place of gratitude and forgiveness. And once you finish saying goodbye to him, raise your right hand. Good. Is there anyone else you need to say goodbye to from your early childhood? Okay, taking this little girl by the hand, you're going to go to the door of that house and you are going to open the door and shut it on your childhood. Walking with that little girl, you're going to walk down to the end of the path to the road and you're going to start walking away from that house, not looking back. And very quickly, holding this little girl by the hand, you're going to come to a curve in the road. And when you go around that curve, somebody will be waiting for you. Whoever it is, don't make it happen, just let it happen. Someone will be waiting for you. And when you go around that curve and see that person, raise your right hand. Someone will be waiting for you when you go around that curve. It could be anybody. Could even be you. Whoever it is will be perfect. But they'll be waiting for you. Don't make it happen, just let it happen. And when you see that person, raise your right hand. Good. Now, once again, concentrating on the sound of my voice and the sound of your own breathing, I want you to slowly come back to our magic place in cyberspace together, and open your eyes when you're ready. Okay? You can see my smiling face. Who was around the corner?
Stephen.
Yes, I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay. And the Stephen, the person who is directing you to me, the person, that little boy inside of Stephen, is connected to that little girl inside of you. And that's one of the reasons we're even doing this work. So it's perfect. So in really loving Stephen, you've really taken a major step towards loving yourself.
Yep.
Correct?
Yep.
Okay. So when you're really integrated, the person around the corner will be yourself. But you're 1/2 step away from that. Just a 1/2 step away from that. So well done. Now, here's your homework. Are you ready?
Yep.
I want you to read, because I'll send you a summary on this. You ready?
Yep.
Well done, by the way. Well done. How do you feel?
Good. Good.
Yeah, you should. You just forgave all these people and let go. Okay. Write this down. Until I let go, I cannot grow. Until I let go, I cannot grow. And that exercise, you let go of your past. But you let go, Marina, with gratitude. Not resentment. You let go with gratitude. Recognize that everybody did the best they could. Some of them far less than others. But it doesn't matter. Okay?
Yep. Yep.
Read chapter 14 in the stories.
Yep. Yep.
I want you to thank at least 20 people before our next session, which I believe is on Tuesday. Is that true? I think it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Can we make
Tuesday
it?
at 10.
Can we make it
Tuesday.
6 o'clock?
What's that?
Can we make it 6 o'clock my time? Because I have 2 little visitors coming to stay over.
What's that? What time is that my time? 10 o'clock.
Yeah. Yeah.
10 o'clock my time
Yep.
on Tuesday. That'd be session 6. Is that fine?
I believe you. I believe.
Yeah, that'd be 10 o'clock. Stephen would know that. Okay. Thank 20 people, at least 20 of these people. Just do it. Don't get in your head. Do it, because each one of these people, there's not one person in my life who I have not thanked who's been a gift in my life. And what a wonderful way to live. There's no leftover business. So I want you to do that. But the one particular person is Anna. I keep coming back to Anna because she is the only one who's really connected to the child inside of you that you're in touch with now. Anna is important. Even though you've talked to her on the phone, you haven't completed that. Correct?
Yep. Yep. But I mightn't get to that at this Tuesday. That's very short notice because we live a distance away. But it's in my space to do. That when I am near her, I can give her a call and ask to meet up with her.
That's enough. Just do it. Because she knows, part of her is connected to you, she knows you're doing this. But you won't know that until you complete with her or connect with her. That's all you have to do. I've been doing this work on myself. I've got in touch with that little girl inside of me that was so happy when we were playing together. I want you to know what an incredible gift you were in my life as a child. That's all you have to say. Okay? And I'm back in touch with her again. It just reinforces how deeply we were connected, how much I appreciate that. Got it? Watch what happens. That little girl inside of you wants her turn, right? Give me a voice. Isn't that what she's
Yes.
saying? What?
Yes.
That's how you give her a voice. You come from gratitude and forgiveness. That's how you give her a voice. Got it?
Yes.
Well done. Okay. Not only have you met the child, but you're now in the process of giving her a voice.
I am.
So on Tuesday, I expect all that homework done.
And you might get a word in edgeways on Tuesday because she might want to talk a lot more.
I don't care. Just do it.
Okay.
Nike stole that from me.
I know, I
Just-
believe you.
Okay, how do you feel, Marina?
Very good. Very peaceful.
That's good. Ride, that's what I call ride the curve. Ride the momentum. Okay? You're doing great work. Our next exercise session is all about the deaf exercise. And then you'll really find out how many people know you and don't know you. So, that wonderful exercise, by the way. But I won't tell you anything more about that. But do read chapter 14.
Okay.
Well done. You got it done in less than an hour. Barely less than an hour.
You have another 50 seconds.
Another 50 seconds, it'll be an hour.
Yeah.
So anyway, nice seeing your shining face. Look, your face is all white and everything else. I love it. And take care. I will talk to you on Tuesday at 10 o'clock in the morning. And once again, well done.
Thank you, Alan. Bye.
Bye-bye.